All right, whatever.
Okay, so we're back, everyone.
Back. What's going on, Kevin?
Not much, man.
It's fucking
Just
crazy,
kinda,
dumb bullshit.
Yeah, a bunch of crazy, dumb bullshit.
Yeah, it was a fucking nutso week.
Yeah.
Trump was acquitted. A big surprise, right?
Yeah.
God,
Didn't that lady
jerks.
rip something up or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
she
I saw that, and it was like, and then
it was,
Trump
I love to see both sides
just incredibly
just being
frustrated.
fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like the Republicans are pooping their pants over it, and they're all like, "We should impeach her or whatever." Like,
Yeah, it's like she's the president too, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she
know.
can get removed, but
Yeah.
everyone's pooping their pants on the right, and it's funny. I love to see it on Twitter when all these dudes that are constantly talking about like snowflakes and shit, and then
Oh yeah.
she tore a piece of paper, and these people's like their brain is leaked into their diapers. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
They're just like,
Yeah, exactly.
You can't do that.
Still my president. Yeah, exactly.
Like
and
you just the audible like shudder of 30 million people just coming at the same time as it got fucking Did the air just move?
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's bizarre. And then the other side, the left, they're all like, "Oh man, she's a fucking hero" and all this shit. And it's like she failed. Like
she literally failed.
She failed. And
That's
what is
the
it?
moment she failed.
Exactly. Like
There's a reason she was angry.
like she was an
wasn't
absolute failure,
celebrating.
right? Exactly. It's an absolute failure, and these people are like, "This is what leadership looks like." It's like, that's what is that?
Frustration.
Yeah.
I guess. Just be really pissed at the
Just
end.
be a fucking toothless tiger. That's
Yeah.
what being a democratic leader is. But yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
That shit was funny to me because I have not been following impeachment at all because it's useless.
Yeah.
The only thing that I could think of that impeachment might do would be like those on the fence people that are like right Democrats that voted to acquit, and it's an election year, and they're probably going to get primaried. I would say they're probably going to, like, if you living in a, like Mitt Romney, right? If he has to go through re-election, him voting against Trump is not going to be good for him.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know. But like there's a couple other, what's it, Martha McSally, I think. She's a Republican that voted to acquit Trump. But the thing is, like, it's an election year, and if somebody primaries you, they could be like, "Well, you voted."
Yeah.
It's gonna be ads and shit. She voted to like.
Yeah, quit.
Yeah,
quit
this fucking guy that
this
sucks and
monster.
whatever. Yeah, exactly. This fucking boogeyman.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I could see like hurting some Republicans, maybe in the Senate. That's the only thing, but they should have. I don't know, man. It's fucking wasted.
This is the way it was gonna go, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, there's no way he was gonna get removed or punished or whatever.
Right. The cool thing is that Mitt Romney voted to
hoid him.
To hoid him.
Yeah.
He's gonna hoid you. He's gonna hoid you. Boy minute.
Yeah.
Because the narrative was going to be like, it's a partisan witch hunt or whatever.
Everybody on our side was like, he's great, and everybody on their side was like, he's the devil.
So since Romney voted to
get rid of him,
fuck shit up, it kind of takes a poo-poo on that narrative.
Yeah.
I don't know. But another crazy thing that happened. Okay, so leading up, right? So this week, it was the first votes were cast for the Democratic primary.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that didn't go too well.
To say it lightly. I'm going to preface this by saying that I have learned in the past 2 weeks more about the fucking Iowa caucuses than I ever fucking wanted to know, dude.
Yeah,
ever.
Yeah. You were going hard.
I was going hard.
We were all worried about you, like as a group. We just didn't want to say anything. We figured that was your venting, so we just let it happen.
Yeah, man. I really went down the rabbit hole.
You did.
Big time.
Like hard. Like,
yeah,
we were making fun of you.
Yeah,
we're just like, is he okay? Because it doesn't look like he's okay anymore.
No, I lost it for a little while. I had to step back when I was like downloading the official rules of the DNC and shit. That's when I was like, oh man, this isn't good.
Yeah.
I need to stop.
When you mentioned that you started messing with formulas that people online set up, I was like, oh, he's off the deep end.
He's off the fucking deep. Yeah, I got my.
Maybe he'll swim back next week.
I don't know. We'll see, man. New Hampshire's on Tuesday. Might just start over again.
Yeah.
With a different fucking state.
Yep.
So yeah, there was it was an absolute shit show. So a couple of different things happened. All right. And I'm gonna try to be brief here because I don't want to talk about this the entire time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, we have other depressing shit to talk about. I remember something that I did.
So I don't know how closely you're following this, but
not.
Okay, good. Awesome. Good for you.
Please
man.
explain.
Good for fucking
this.
you.
I told you, this is where I learn. I'll get all my political updates. is right here every week.
So Iowa caucuses, right? So a caucus is basically a meeting of a precinct in Iowa. The way it works is, in a town, there's different precincts.
Yeah.
Each precinct has a location, and everyone in the precinct has to go. 6:30 to 7:30. After 7:30, they lock the doors, right?
Yeah.
You go in, you find the group that's also supporting your candidate. Right?
Okay.
And then they take the total amount of voters, right? And then from there, they count how many in each group, and then they figure out if it's at least 15%.
Okay.
If it's at least 15%, it's like, cool, you're viable, you've made it. You're not, after that, you don't move out of the group.
Yeah.
You stay there if you're viable, right? Because why would you?
Yeah, why would you move?
And if another candidate is not viable, then they can move to other groups.
Yeah.
Right? And then they count again.
Yeah.
So that's the way it works, right? That's basically the way the caucus works. And the way they assign delegates is a formula. And depending on the total number, this is what it is. I'm going to tell you. It doesn't matter, and who cares? But
this is where I turn my brain off.
Yeah. So the way they figure it out is, if the turnout is greater than 60 people, you take 0.25, you multiply it by the number of people that are there in the group, divided by the total number of people multiplied by 100, and that gives you your SDE.
Damn, I stopped paying attention after 0.25, and you still got me at the end. I was confused. I was like, I'm going to just shut my brain off and not listen to this at all. And by then I was like, what?
Yeah. That's the way they calculate this, right?
Yeah.
They calculate the percentage of the SDE is what they call it. All that means is the state delegate equivalent. So that's the way this fucking shit show works, right? So that, granted, the process by itself is fucking ridiculous and stupid and super arbitrary, right? Like, it's just like, why 0.25? Where the fuck did you get that?
Where does that number come from? Oh, it's a quarter.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you sure? Yeah, percents.
So that's the way it works, right? Like, briefly, it's bullshit, but whatever. So the run up to Iowa, it was looking pretty good. The polls on a precinct by precinct level were looking pretty good for Sanders. And the last Sunday, the Des Moines Register is kind of like they call it the gold standard of polling in Iowa. I'm embarrassed to know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like some deeply lame shit to know.
Yeah, it is. It's all of this. I'm just gonna say the first, maybe I'm gonna give it 20 minutes of this.
Okay.
And all of this 20 minutes are gonna be deeply lame things for people to know.
I was gonna say
deeply lame and wonky. It's getting into the shit.
They're basically guessing.
Huh?
They're basically guessing.
Kind of.
I guess this means
yeah.
this guy might win.
Yeah, exactly. So the thing is that poll is predicted correctly, the winner.
Yeah.
Every single
every
time.
Yeah.
And that's why they call it the gold standard, right? But whatever. But so there was some glitch, and they called, I don't know, there was something wrong with Pete Buttigieg's numbers or his name. They misspelled his name, and they called him a faggot or something. I don't know what the fuck it was. And or a cocksucker.
Yeah.
And
ass munchers.
Yeah.
The proper term.
So they spiked the poll because he complained. He spoke to the manager and was like, he's that guy.
Wow, dude.
And they just didn't release the poll.
He was in Kmart and he was like, this will not, I deserve a 33% discount because this box is kind of messed up.
Yeah, he pulled a Karen and fucking called the manager.
Yeah.
He demanded to speak to the manager. They spiked it. And they got rid of it. And then Monday came around, and then, the caucus showed up.
Yeah.
The day of the caucus, right? And they spiked the entire fucking caucus because Pete Buttigieg complained again.
Whoa.
That's the update up till to now, right? So the first day comes in, and I was up, and I was like, all right, man.
No, I remember.
Like, I'm like, all right, like as the satellite caucuses were coming in, those are the first ones, and I was like, man, Bernie's killing it with the satellite caucuses. And by the way, I know way too many names of precincts and counties in fucking Iowa now. Like, it's ridiculous. Fuck that fucking frozen hell.
You might as well go live there, dude.
I used to live there. I lived in Iowa for a while.
No wonder.
Lenox, Iowa. Shout out to you Tigers. Woo woo.
You could feel it in your bones.
Yeah. Fuck that place. Anyways,
you felt the shudder of all these Democrats jizzing as Buttigieg won.
Yeah, dude, for real. No, well, here's the thing. It was a shit show from the go, right? There's some app that I don't know why they just use fucking pencil and email. Yeah, email the results. Why the fuck sense. Text the guy? Yeah, we have this many, bro. There it is. Let's go home. They had to pay this company to build an app to report it. The name of the company, and I kid you not, it's fucking funny. The name of the company is called Shadow Incorporated.
Right? Are you serious?
Yes. It's on the nose. Like, if I was watching this and it was a movie, I would have been like, oh, man, the writers suck.
Yeah. Those guys are clearly the bad guys. Like, it's not even a little bit. It's a lot.
Right,
like,
exactly.
It might as well be Bad Guys, Inc.
It's fucking stupid, dude. Like, I mean, just on the optics of it. If I was like working for the DNC, and they're like, all right, we're gonna like come in and you tell us your pitch about your company, and we're trying to get the contract out. Yeah. Okay. And the guy comes in or whatever, and he's like, all right, what's the name of your company? Shadow Incorporated. Get out. No, can't hire you. It's fucking goofy.
Change your name. To not Shadow Government Man, and maybe we'll think about it.
So the funny thing is about this app, right? They built it, $60,000. That's how much they paid for this app, and it's like $60,000 for democracy?
For some shit that'll just tell them where, like something you could have done with a text message.
Yeah, exactly. And
but I'm assuming with added security or some shit.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
So they never stress tested the app, ever, right? It's beyond amateur, right? Because I'm assuming if you are in the business of making applications, you should at least make sure that it won't crash.
Yeah.
It crashed with 200 people on it.
What?
Yeah.
200?
200 people.
That's the shittiest
people.
app.
Yeah, it's like they had the free version of the app. They didn't pay. They didn't go past the paywall.
The money,
yeah, they just got the free version of it.
They were like, "Hey, could you like support this?" Like, "Oh, you didn't pay."
Exactly.
We gave you $60,000. Oh, that doesn't count a stress test. That only pays for the app that's trash.
The thing is, it kind of exposed the whole corruption of the DNC and how it works. Like, all the people that work in this company used to work for Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, I heard
so
that.
It's just like a circle jerk. It's a big circle jerk, and they're just giving each other contracts, and it's just corruption, right? Like,
yeah, it's just regular
nobody
Valley
even,
shit.
Like, exactly. It's Valley shit. That's what it is. Like, absolutely. Like,
don't
I'm
worry
surprised.
About it. I got a compadre.
He'll fix it. Don't worry. It's cool, man.
Nah.
Yeah,
you don't even have to pay him this time. Just send him some business.
Yeah, and it's like, that's literally what happened here with the school district. Some dude was like, we have some extra materials from like the school construction, and he's like, I'll keep it. You know what I mean? It's like, what? No, you can't do that, bro.
You can't do that.
and the reason was the guy that was the contractor was his brother or some bullshit.
Of course.
And it's like, carnal, keep it.
Yeah.
It's some fucking
That's awful
bullshit, dude. Anyways.
We have all these extra materials. I would like them. What gives you the thought that you might be able to get those? That's my brother. Cool. Well, we can't argue with that.
Yeah. Everything seems to be in order here.
Yeah. What are you going to do with it? I'm going to build a rival school right next door.
Yeah, man. So then, that failed, right? The app to count failed, right?
Yeah, this bona fide calculator that can transmit failed.
Yeah, which you have a calculator in your phone. Yeah. And you also have text messages, you have email. Yeah. Jesus fuck. And you also have fucking pencils, assholes.
Yeah, and they're
like, write it down.
How could we?
Yeah, Jesus fuck.
I'm sure they have horses in Iowa. Yeah. They could get it on a horse and clippity clop all the way to the other guy.
Oh, man.
That sounds like a Texas thing to do, though, so I don't know if they'd want to, be that type of brand. Like, we got here by horse.
Right. Yeah.
But nah. I'm sure that's how they do it in some counties in Texas. Like, well, they get it on the horse, just whip it in their ass. He runs the other side of town, give him the fucking numbers.
Right. It'd be funny if that was a rule, though. Like, you have to do it that way. Right.
Did you whip the horse? It's inhumane. Right. Did you whip him?
How many whips did you do on the horse? 13 whips. All right, that's 14 delegates that you get.
Yeah,
congratulations. Son.
Took him a real long time. That horse was unmotivated by your candidate. We had to whip him more.
So yeah, that was the name of the app, and it failed. And then 4chan decided to troll democracy and plugged up the phone lines.
Of course they did.
When they were trying to call the numbers.
Of course they did. Because that's how America works.
So then that
That's
happened.
amazing.
That's fucking 4chan single-handedly destroyed democracy. No, so that was it.
I don't
But
think
even
this
at
app is
that,
working. What if we all call so they can't get through?
Yeah, exactly.
Make it really not work.
And then, but still, text message, dude, email.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? Like, you kidding me? I'm pretty sure 4chan can't shut down Gmail. You know, maybe they can. I don't fucking know. I don't
That'd be
fuck with those
amazing.
guys. But so that fucked up, right? And I remember that night. It was like it was at 9:00. It was like, this is weird. There's nothing like. I was tracking it, like the official numbers, they went up to 1 point something.
Yeah.
And then they just stopped. And then
Yeah.
they took them down. And then it went back to 0. And I was like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
that? So then, it was like, I was up till like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Oh, I remember.
And then I was just like, oh, this is fucked. And then Tuesday came around and it was like, oh, we don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And then it's like, we have all kinds of fuck ups where we'll let you know what happened, right? And then I think it was Tuesday or it was Wednesday that they were like, we're going to give you 62%.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what? Why 62?
Yeah.
Why exactly 62%?
Yeah.
And how are you choosing which ones to report and which ones not to report?
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck, right? So they put it out, and they were real close, Sanders and Buttigieg.
Yeah.
Sanders was behind like maybe like 6 delegates or something. Here's the thing that's the most absurd about this fucking bullshit, right?
Is it the coin flipping thing?
That was stupid, right? No, but the most absurd thing is that they're all basing it off of the state delegate equivalent, the number that is absolutely meaningless because it doesn't count towards your delegates when you go to the convention.
Wait, so it doesn't matter?
No, these numbers don't matter. The ones that matter are the delegates that you're going to get assigned afterwards, because they base it on the state delegate equivalent. That's how they calculate the number of Democratic delegates you're going to get assigned to you, or pledged delegates
once
you go to the fucking convention. The thing is, the numbers are so fucking close. They're both going to get 11.
Yeah.
That's it. They're both. It doesn't matter what the fucking number is. The only way is, that at that point, I guess I should say, it doesn't matter at that point, because Sanders might be able to pull up another delegate depending on how they fix the fuck ups, which I'm going to get to. Yeah. So the fuck ups, right? So there's a couple of fuck ups already, right? First fuck up, the app. Second fuck up, fucking phone lines crash.
Yeah.
Then they start releasing shit, and the numbers are released, the raw data, right?
Yeah.
You can find it. This is not like shit that you can't have access to. It's open. So me being the fucking lunatic that I am, I downloaded the raw data, put it on a spreadsheet, right? And then I was going through the numbers and the results, and there was weird shit. There was like numbers like, okay, this guy showed up and then this precinct or whatever. The initial count was 100 people.
Yeah.
The second round, the total, right? The first round was 100 people, the total. Second round, the total was 500 people.
Okay.
That's not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
You can't. Once you
the doors are supposed to lock.
Close.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
Or it'll be that was one instance, right? And this is just straight up incorrectness, right? On the system, on their reporting. So that's not supposed to happen, firstly. And then there was like alignments where the delegates all either went to either they counted, they did the math wrong, and like I said, I downloaded the chingadera.
Yeah, and you posted pictures of this. Fucking
embarrassing. Man. I'm embarrassed. And now I'm fucking talking about it ad fucking nauseum. Anyways, so there were the mistakes that I found personally were the math was off on some precincts, and the voter totals were off as well. But I found like-minded
psychos,
lunatics, And they were like, dudes were like fucking computer programmers and shit, and they were like automating this whole fucking thing, and they had it all fucking done. Because I was like going by county raw number shit manually, and these fucks were like ultra nerds, right? And they're like, oh fuck, we'll just automate the fucking validation or whatever. And I was like, what? You can do that? Cool.
And they were like, learn to do accounting, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. I don't know any of that shit. I was doing it manually, like a fucking pilgrim. Anyways.
Yeah, you were. You had a fucking abacus, and they were like, "Oh, we have a computer that does this for you."
Yeah, you don't need to do that, jackass. Which I was like, man, fuck you guys. You know what I mean?
I'm more a more street level math guy.
Yeah,
I don't trust computers.
I only do math in the streets.
Yeah, basically. I work for Shadow, the fucking company that created the app. We only used abacuses.
Yeah. We only use street math and Shadow math. Incorporated.
Yeah, 3 for 5s, 3 for
5s. So it turned out that there was far more mistakes. There were the math was off in some of the reporting that, and this was only found out, by the way, because of Twitter.
Yeah.
Right? There were people on Twitter that were like, wait a minute. Like guys that were precinct captains and shit like that that were like, hey, that's not the right numbers, right? Like I reported these are the right numbers, and they would show the right numbers for that specific precinct because they're the supervisor for that fucking precinct. Another issue, like in one instance, I don't know, because I noticed and I shit myself, right? Because I was looking at the polls or the totals coming in, and then all of a sudden Tom Steyer and that fucking Devin Patrick guy, they were at like 1.6%, and I'm like, what? They were at 0 this whole time. What the fuck happened? And they had literally given Sanders votes to them accidentally, like in the spreadsheet. They inputted it incorrectly, right? Like, because it's essentially a spreadsheet that you're putting in the numbers, right? And they fucked up the column.
They put it on the wrong column.
Yeah, they put it on the wrong fucking column.
Retard.
Exactly, like basic data entry, right? And they fucked that up. And so they put it up, and the only reason people found out is because like people were reporting it like mad, like themselves.
Like, no,
they're like, that's not right.
Yeah,
you know, or that's not the total number of delegates we had. We had double that, and Sanders was supposed to get this many, and you gave him to like this guy or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, it's the whole thing is a shit show. There's like this whole project should be scrapped.
Yeah, they should just do it again.
Just either that or just wait till the primary and just fucking just vote for whoever the fuck you want to. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Vote for the guy.
These caucuses are stupid. Just Super Tuesday like everybody else.
Yeah. Just Super Tuesday. Fuck you, Iowa.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I feel bad for him because it's the only time anyone gives a shit about Iowa.
Yeah.
It's this. Nobody gives a fuck about Iowa. Who gives a shit?
Slipknot is from Iowa.
I mean, I guess. I liked Slipknot for a while when I was younger.
Hey, that new album's not that bad.
I haven't listened to it. I'm not going to lie.
Dude, it's not. It's not that bad. Art showed me a couple tracks, and I was like, you know, this isn't as new metal as I thought it was going to be, but it's still pretty good.
So the only thing that is exported from Iowa is Slipknot and gross incompetence.
Yeah. and WWE superstar Seth Rollins, who had dick pics leaked on the internet. So
cool beans.
Iowa's cock was shown.
Nice.
Apparently he cheated on his girlfriend, and she just posted all his dick pics, and he was like, "What?
What?"
Yeah, he's like, was she from Iowa? Are you sure you counted them right?
That's good. That's good. That's good. Good job. Fuck you, Kevin.
You're welcome.
So yeah, man, that was a shit show in Iowa. I have a updated. I'm not even gonna say it. Fuck it. Whatever. It doesn't matter. So yeah, moving the fuck on from that fucking stupid shit. But let me say this in closing, okay? I'm just gonna say this in closing for anyone out there that's listening, that's feeling like they care.
For anyone that actually gives a shit.
Yeah, to anyone who actually gives a shit, or any Bernie supporters that might be listening. I went through the entire range of emotions that week. I went from oh shit to like it was like a gut punch to like oh man, I'm investing so much time in this guy. A lot of time. I'm fucking texting, I'm doing canvassing, I'm fucking phone banking, I'm donating. And these assholes are just going to fucking screw all of us, right?
Yeah.
The gross part about it, the most disgusting part was that the end numbers, right? The final numbers that were coming in were from satellite caucuses, and those are caucuses that happened earlier because it's people that either work and they can't make it, and you have to fight to be able to get it, so they'll let you do it. And these people came out, and they were mostly African American and Latinos that were coming out. And 98% of those satellite caucuses went to Bernie. 98 fucking percent. That was going to put him over the edge. Yeah. And as soon as those numbers started coming in, and he was within 0.01% of fucking Pete Buttigieg, guess who called the DNC? Guess who wanted to speak to the manager again? Pete Buttigieg. Fucking his campaign called the DNC, and as soon as that happened, Tom Perez, the DNC chair, came out and said, "We're gonna recanvass the whole fucking thing.
Jesus,
we're gonna start over." You know what I mean? And I was just like, "Oh man, fuck you, dude. Yeah, fuck you, man."
What an asshole.
So that was the most grotesque part about this. People like who actually probably never voted before, and I think the majority of them, I think it was like 86% of the people in the satellite caucuses had never voted before.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like all the people that these fuckheads are always talking about, oh, we need to reach out to non-voters.
Yeah, but when it doesn't go their way.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, never mind. Like,
these guys don't count.
We lost the caucus. There's no more caucus here. No caucus here. Bye-bye. You know what I mean? It was a shit show, man. But the thing is, in closing, again, these people are so freaked out that this fucking dirty Jew, my boy,
filthy Jew, let's just get that out there. That make sure we say this a lot.
This fucking Jew is gonna take this fucking thing that they're willing to light themselves on fucking fire
and lose their own system. Like, let's burn it down.
Like, burn the whole fucking thing down.
Dude, funny thing. You should mention that. Burn it down is Seth Rollins' catchphrase.
Nice.
In the WWE.
But anyways, we'll see what happens.
Maybe he'll burn himself down.
I hope so, man.
He did on Twitter already, but I can explain that later.
Okay. But yeah, man. Tuesday, New Hampshire. Bernie's up 10 points on the polls. So it's probably pretty good. And it's an actual primary.
Yeah.
The way that works.
Like, bullshit.
No. It's straight up. Each county, if your candidate makes it 15% or more, you get delegates.
Yeah.
If you don't, you don't. If your candidate is below 15%, they fucking throw away your vote. Literally, they don't reassign it. You just fucking lost.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful.
Yeah.
But they should
That's the way it should be done.
The only thing I don't like, it shouldn't be proportional. Like, fuck that shit.
That's what I'm saying. What they should do is
they should do what the Republicans
actual
do.
Mob of people.
Uh-huh.
And just like your mob fights the other mob, and whoever wins, bro. Like those guys are dead. Their vote can't count now. They're dead.
I don't know, man.
What happened? There were more of us.
Yeah.
So what happened?
I mean, I think that
Bernie wins everything.
Yeah,
because everybody else is dead now.
Everyone's dead. Yeah, just murder the other folks.
Yeah. Try to vote for someone else.
Right. Like the Democrats and their fucking bizarre. Like we need to make this as confusing as possible. It's proportional. Like here in Texas, New Hampshire, the amount that you get. The delegates that are assigned to you are proportional to the number of votes you get. It's not winner take all. Like the Republicans do it. The Republicans do it that way, and it's like if you won, plus you get all the delegates.
Yeah, you won.
It. You won. Exactly. So I don't know what the fuck.
It's the rule of you don't win unless everybody else loses.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's the way you should do things.
Right. Yeah, it's fucking easier that way, man. Yeah. You don't have to do any fucking calculations.
There's no math.
No, he won more votes than that guy. He gets all the delegates. Yeah, vámonos para la casa la verga.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, fun fact, Texas used to have caucuses.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we used to have caucuses for the Democrats, and that was canceled after Hillary ate shit to Barack Obama.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Hillary ate shit to Barack Obama. This was not that long ago. I'd never voted in primaries before.
Yeah.
Like I usually didn't give a shit. I voted in generals, but not primaries. Apparently, we used to have a caucus for primaries, and Hillary ate shit.
Yeah.
And since she's Hillary Clinton, they changed the rules. So now it's a regular fucking primary, which is good. It's better. But the thing is, there's like a flip of a coin, right? Like a primary is good in that like it's more access. It makes it easier for people to go and show up, early voting, all that other crap. But a caucus, it's hard to cheat in that, like, you can fuck up afterwards.
Yeah.
But, like, if you're there and you're
Clearly,
watching.
You can fuck up.
Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. It's fucking. It's just.
This
it was
shit
pure,
show.
Pure art. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving
1.2 rounds to 3, right?
No, here's the thing. Like, what happened with the coin flip.
Yeah.
That was fucking. Like, when I saw that, I was all like, what? Like, I didn't know that was a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, I told you, I've learned more shit. Like, so the reason why they coin flip it, let's say hypothetically, right? Let's say hypothetically there's 100 people, just for the math's sake. There's 100 people show up, 50 of them go to Bernie. 20 of them go to fucking Pete Faggot Face. I don't know. Another 20 go to Elizabeth Warren or something.
Tango to Klobuchar.
And then Biden gets -15 for some reason. And all right, so they calculate it, and let's say there's 10 delegates available. Bernie gets 5, and then Warren and Pete Buttigieg both get 1.
Yeah.
Right, and then there's 3 left over. They flip a coin to see who gets the 3. Yeah.
What?
They'll flip coins and be like, okay, first delegate goes to heads or tails. Bloop. All right, okay, you get it. Instead of it, like, why don't you just give it the leftovers to the guy that got the most?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Like, when there was like 2 of them. There was like a dork dude, like a fucking a me that was there, fucking flipping a coin. Some fucking douchebag wonk, fucking flipped it, and he caught it. It was weird. He caught it like in between his fingers.
Oh wow!
And then he was like, looked at it, and he goes, tails.
Pete
Buttigieg gets it.
That's terrible.
And it was just funny to see that as the process. Like that's
so basically they were like, there's two circles. One's further than the other one. You have to jump to it, and they got me to jump. So it's always the first circle. 'Cause I would never get to that second circle. It would take everything in my life to get to that second circle.
Yeah.
This one's a foot away. This one's 4 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, jump to the one you can get to.
But
Bernie is the one with the 4 feet away.
Oh,
I guess Buttigieg won all these jumps.
You don't even do the jump. You just say, no, I choose the first one.
Yeah, could I just look, I'm not
Can I
gonna,
just say it?
Look, I'm not going to jump.
Oh, man, it's funny shit, dude. Ah, man. I don't know, man.
It'd be hell on your knees if Bernie got any delegates, Kevin.
Yeah. But on the flip side, you'll get universal health care and you'll fix your knees.
Or you get this nice Big Mac that's in the circle of the one closer to you.
I'll fucking take the Big Mac.
What if I don't jump? Then we'll give you the Big Mac and give it to Buttigieg. I'm hungry.
Yeah, man, for real. You gotta love
Pete
American
wins.
democracy. Yeah,
Pete
man.
wins.
Pete wins, man. Pete wins. Fucking rat face, fuck.
I like that clip you sent where he was like, "Yeah, no, I didn't."
Oh man, that was fantastic, dude. I love that shit.
I didn't know about that till yesterday.
Yeah, it was funny, and the way you explained it was fucking fantastic. For anyone, for you guys listening, there's a situation where it was the New York Times editorial board. They were talking to all the candidates openly, and then they're going to choose who they're going to support
Back or whatever.
And they chose Elizabeth Warren and Amy Klobuchar at the same time.
Wow, that's impressive.
And it doesn't even make sense because they're like totally different candidates.
Yeah,
and it's like, what's your favorite food? Shit or diarrhea? And it's like, I like shit and diarrhea. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I like it to be right in between.
Yeah, like not full, like solid shit and like loose shit. And it's like, choose
the middle.
Both.
Yeah.
Like first solid, then soft shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, or no, a better example. That's a terrible example. It's shit or enchiladas, right? It's shit or enchiladas, and you have to choose one. You're like, I can't choose. I'll choose both.
Yeah.
Like, what do you?
I couldn't possibly choose.
Yeah, I can't. It's too difficult for me.
Yeah.
Pass. Yeah, exactly. It's not even a pass. It's like, I'll take both.
Yeah.
Because I want to taste both of them, and they both have good things to offer. You know what I mean?
Could they get together?
Yeah.
Into some shit enchiladas?
Can I have the turd wrapped in the tortilla? Yeah, and then just do the sauce and the cheese on top. Oh, that's gross.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, right. But the thing is that the guy's voice is phenomenal. He's all like, "You've been on the front lines of corporate price fixing."
Yeah.
All this shit. And he's like, whoa, hey. He's like reaching for his water. Yeah. And he's like, squeak. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
And he's Pete goes, the guy accuses him of being in the front lines of corporate downsizing and price fixing and shit. And Pete's all like, first of all, it's bullshit to say that I was involved in price fixing. And the guy's like, you work for a company that was involved in fixing bread prices. And he goes, no, I worked for a company that had a client that...
A consulting firm
that
had a client that apparently, I just learned yesterday, fixed bread prices. Like, just completely downplaying the fact that he was involved in that shit.
But I like that he totally repeated the exact same thing, but added a few words.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't just a company; it was a consulting firm
that had a client
who had a client
that was apparently
fixing bread prices.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with it. Cool, but you worked for the company, right? Yeah. So moving on.
Yeah,
you suck, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the guy would he was in the military.
That was the slimiest moment I think I've ever seen with that guy. Because normally, like, when I was watching those debates, I was like, this guy seems like he's got more than a dick, but also a stick shoved up his ass. He has no personality. But
dude, he looks like he was.
But that was the real slimy. Like, oh, I can see why you're a politician now.
Yeah, exactly. I like the pandering, the don't be afraid to be too bold to dream a better dream.
Yeah.
There's some bullshit like that.
Your dream sucks. Replace it with mine, you idiot.
Oh, man. It's good shit, man. Pete Buttigieg, he's going to be the next president of the United States.
Probably.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
That guy looks like he was fucking, like, cloned in a, like, CIA black site or something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
looks like every white guy's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Because not like the charming white guy, like his brother who like is a nerd.
Yeah, the guy went to like Harvard and shit.
Yeah.
And it was like, some weird ass club.
You know what? No, not the one that went to Harvard. The one that went to Yale.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah.
I don't know the difference.
Second fiddle, bro. They're the much smaller version of the large cock of Harvard.
Ah, I see.
I went to Harvard. And he's like, I went to Yale. Yeah, nobody heard that, but I slapped meatiness onto the table and much less meatiness.
Less meatiness afterwards.
Yeah.
I got it. Maybe we should record these shows.
Maybe.
Nah, I'm good. Oh, man. So what's new, man? Hey, have you seen The Lighthouse?
Dude, look. This is a conversation you're going to have with Art because he saw it. But I heard about it, and he showed me a clip of this guy being like, I didn't like your soup. And the guy was like,
and then
what?
Hark!
Yeah, and he was just like, damn you to the vilest pits of hell. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah. And he goes, at the end, he goes, have it you right.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that clip, so I guess I saw the best part of the movie.
It was a good movie, man. It's like a survival, dark, fucking weird. It was a great movie, though. Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe. I heard that his monologue rivaled fucking Left Foot. What's his name? Gangs of New York.
Oh.
Yeah.
I drink it up. Eli,
that he was,
you boy.
Eli, you boy. Yeah, that it rivaled that speech. I drink it up.
Yeah.
That shit.
Yeah, I would say so,
that,
man.
Yeah.
I would say so because he's like going off on him.
Yeah.
Dude. Like, you want to listen to it? Let's listen to it. Man.
Do it.
Nah, fuck it.
All right. So anyway, now that we've gotten past that, Art showed me that, and he was like, "Yeah, this is the best monologue I've seen in my life." And I was like, "There's no way it beats I Drink Your Milkshake. It's impossible." Because
it's pretty close.
Yeah, exactly. It was pretty close. I was impressed by how close it was, even.
Yeah.
Because that guy was the Green Goblin.
Yeah, he was
Spider-Man.
the Green Goblin. Yeah.
And I was like, that guy sucks.
Yeah.
But no, he was pretty badass.
Yeah. And Oliver like cooking. That was the funniest part.
Over my soup sucks, huh?
Yeah,
well, guess what, motherfucker?
Bucket Carson.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty badass.
At the end. I love the what does he say? I can't remember the whole fucking thing, but he's all like what the fuck? He's like, until you're like nothing but a film and you're lost to the sea, and at the end of it become the very sea. And it's like, whoa, it's just soup, bro. But yeah, he's all like, I hope he good. He fills your mouth of slime and all this shit. And it's the fucking great, dude. He's like, until you're bloated and blue and all this shit, and until you're no more, and not even, what does he say? Not even for the harpies and the souls of sailors to peck and scratch, you become nothing, and all this shit. And I was like, whoa, fucking William Dafoe, man. It was just awesome. Food. But yeah, it was fucking a great reaction. I think I've reacted to things like that. Not in that, like, not that poetically.
Not that eloquently.
Yeah, no.
But just as angry.
Just as angrily and just as petty. You know what I mean? Fuck! Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you! That's it. You just walk away. Yeah. But yeah,
it was a good fucking movie.
I wanted to bring up, you went for 40 minutes, by the way.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. These last 20 minutes, I want to make sure that, did you just scowl because I was right. That's the pettiest shit you've done today. You're like,
I know. I scowled not because you were right, but I was like, it's 10 minutes, bitch. You know what I mean?
You said 20. You went 40. So fuck you.
I thought I said 30.
I said 20. Anyway,
whatever.
Doesn't matter. The point is, I've been reading a book.
Oh yes.
This shit is heavy.
Which one is it?
The Noam Chomsky book.
Which one is it?
The Way the World Works.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's rough. It's very informative on U.S. policies and what we
Especially
actually do
abroad.
to other countries. Yeah. And it's real fucked up. I'm in at the beginning right now, where he's talking about Nicaragua and how we just completely destroyed that country by a lot of times, like not even just once, like a bunch.
Yeah. Most of Latin America.
It's really hard to listen to because he's like, yeah, there were these death squads, right? And I was like, okay, so what about these death squads? Like, we trained them, and I was like, okay. And he goes, every time we trained them, they got worse. And I was like, worse how?
Noam Chomsky,
how? And he was like, yeah, they would cut babies in half with machetes. Yeah. And I was like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, it's pretty horrific. Yeah, Nicaragua was bad, but then you find out it's like, we did it in Honduras.
Yeah.
We did it in Chile and Argentina
place,
and fucking everywhere, Guatemala.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, it really is. And the thing is, like, he's talking about how, like, you might think this is hardline Republicans kind of coming up with all this shit, but then you realize it's this, like, ugly malaise of Democrats that are like, it's necessary. And it's like, this is how we can make it more fucked up.
Yeah.
It's always horrifying
when you
learn about shit like that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And there was this, I think it was back in the 80s. But, like Noam Chomsky, if you want to be well-versed in fucking American foreign policies, read fucking any one of his fucking books. Man.
Yeah, any one of them.
I read
Hegemony or Survival. That one was fucked up. That's the first time I read one of his books. I was fucked up for like 5 years.
Yeah, dude. It was just like, whoa. I read that one, and I'm reading the Manufacturing Consent.
Yeah.
I'm rereading that one again. And it's
rough.
like, that one was fucking, like, so far, it's like, that's what is going on right now. Like, Like, I've said this before. It's like these people have the book, they read it, and they're like, I'm going to use this book to do these things.
Reference material.
Yeah, as reference material for my practices and shit. And it's like, whoa, man, like, it's fucking insane, man. Like,
it's supposed to be a cautionary tale, and they were taking notes.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, keep going.
So then what do I do, Noam?
Interesting.
Then what do
Set
I
up
do?
the narrative, huh?
Well.
Oh, man.
I sent you that link, the Gramsci link thing.
Oh, yeah.
Where that guy
cultural
came
hegemony?
up with that theory, yeah.
If you want to read something, if you want to find out a fun fact about Pete Buttigieg, his father was a fucking Marxist.
Okay.
And he got his dissertation working on Gramsci.
Oh, really?
On translating his works to English. That's and awesome. Shit like that. And it's like, what happened? You know what I mean?
Yeah. He must have really hated his dad. I know we've covered this on the podcast before about that guy coming at his dad's funeral, and that was the exact thing that I said. He must have really hated his dad.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that came 9 times at his dad's funeral.
Yes. I remember that. Good stuff.
But yeah, no, I think that was a Pete Buttigieg moment. He was like, I can't stop coming because you're dead. He's still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Oh, okay. Well, get ready.
When he dies,
P-Boy is going to jizz at his funeral.
And Chasten's going to be like, let me pick it up.
Yeah.
What a fucking, like, his name is, his man's name is Chasten. You fucking kidding me, man? Did you even try? Did you focus group what this guy's name was going to be? Like, is that his actual name, Chasten? Could you be any fucking wider?
I don't know, but, like.
Chasten.
That's bad. That makes you sound like.
In the fear of coming across as incredibly homophobic and ignorant.
All right.
Which I do frequently
on
this podcast. I have a feeling that Pete Buttigieg is not gay, but they told him it would look good. And he just fucking started, like, I'll commit. I will make out with this. I will suck his dick in order to fucking be the president. Whatever it takes.
Points.
Fuck me in the ass. Let's make a sex tape. Let's leak it selectively. You know what I mean? So people will fucking know.
Only George Bush gets it.
Yeah.
He's not even jerking off to it. He's just laughing.
Yeah.
Look at him get it.
Yeah, but yeah, that's my theory. I don't think he's actually gay.
You think he's a robot?
No, I think he's just like focus grouped it.
I think Chasten's a robot.
I think Chasten is gay, and he's just like a prostitute. Oh my god, dude! I'm walking into like dangerously close to.
Amazing.
This is some like Rush Limbaugh shit. I apologize.
I heard he's a gay robot. Hold on, let me sound fatter. I heard he's a gay robot.
Oh yeah, Rush Limbaugh's got fucking cancer, man. Hooray!
Praise the Dark Lord.
Yeah, he's fucking get rid of this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Fuck that
took
guy.
him long enough.
Yeah, man, that guy sucks, dude. Rush Limbaugh.
He's trash. Like a
Wonder
big
what
bag
else.
of it too.
A giant bag of trash.
Like the kind of bag that pops and like
Fuck.
used needles come out.
And you're like, fuck, I have
Yeah.
fucking AIDS now.
Yeah. He's like, oh, that's what you get. Garbage men are the backbone of America. And then just blows up and like puts nuclear waste on one of them. He's like, oh, look at that. Serving the rich as they should. Like, ugh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I just think he's made of boils
Yeah.
that explode.
He's just one big boil.
Yeah. No, like multiple.
Multiple boils.
Yeah.
All right. So I saw something funny about that on... never mind. Doesn't matter. Fuck, man. This is a shit show.
Yeah.
It's a shit show.
Yeah, man. It's getting
terrible.
pretty bad lately.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I've always thought that, things were going to get better. And... Psych! I never thought
just
that.
kidding. No one with
This
our
is it, folks.
disposition ever thought it was going to get better.
This is it. This is the way it's going to be forever.
Yeah.
We're all doomed.
If we're
fucked.
lucky, it'll be like this.
Yeah. Right.
Because it'll just get worse.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I'm actually of the mind that fuck it, just press on the gas, man. Let's fucking go.
I'm just waiting for like 15 years from now. We're like, food makes you gay. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean you want to eat? That shit's for faggots. And then there's like these fat Republican guys that are like, yeah, it makes you totally gay. To this high level protein feed that we feed on. They're just fat as fuck and they're just like denying that they're gay. And it doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't make you gay at all. But they just want to keep your food.
Yeah.
So there's all these skinny farmers being like, I'll grow it, but I ain't eating it.
I ain't touching that queer corn.
That queer corn. Look at him. Look at these gay ass cows.
Oh shit, man, it's good stuff.
Yeah,
or some Soylent Green kind of shit.
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
like
yeah.
eating our grandparents.
Yeah, no, but only Republicans get to eat Soylent Green. They're like, it's the most delicious of the Soylents.
Yeah,
you get Soylent Blue. It's made of old dildos. Old
Dude, I
shoe
can't
parts.
wait if I live long enough and cloning is a thing that the Republicans clone and like remake fucking like Reagan
first.
Yeah, it's the first thing we do. Just
Yeah.
fucking show
There's like a
Reagan
poll
clone.
as to who they want to clone, and
Yeah.
JFK wins, and like, nah, Reagan, bro.
Some company
Yeah.
named I don't know
Reagan Corp.
Yeah, it's just shit is in charge of deciding or whatever, or making the app. Brr, brr, brr. Dude, did you see that fun? I showed you, right? The lady that was like, he's gay, but Pete Buttigieg.
Yeah, that was
shit
amazing.
fucking
He
gold.
needs to read the Bible.
Brr, brr, brr. Like that, like, huh? Moment
Yeah.
where she's all like, well, how come in the Bible it says you ain't supposed to do that?
Yep.
Derp. And here's the thing, dude.
And then the lady's like, well, he respects your religious views, and she's like, I don't think so. He needs to read the
Well,
Bible.
how come if he respects me? How come he's putting things up his butt?
All over my face. I can see it every time I close my eyes now.
I didn't know that. Can I get my card back?
Yeah, that was the best. Can I get my vote back? Like,
Yeah.
what?
And she's like,
No.
well, you signed it. Get the fuck out of here, man, with your fucking
Yeah.
hateful shit.
Is there any way to like secure
I
your
just
vote?
finished, by the way. I just finished fucking insulting and questioning this man's sexuality.
Yeah, and now you're judging this lady for being a bigot. That's great. That's some high-level hypocrite shit.
Oh, man.
That's some high-level hypocrite shit. That's like some Fox News hypocrisy.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's what I do,
I don't
son.
even get paid. I do this for free. Why? Because I'm the wealthy owner of Schwann's.
Yeah, fucking
Damn
Tucker
it.
Carlson.
Anyway. Yeah, no, that's gross. And also what you did was gross, but to a lesser degree, because yours was for the reason of comedy.
Yeah, comedy. There you go. Anyways.
It's the highest form of art.
What was I going to say? But yeah,
you
that
guys
was funny.
fart in a microphone and make people have the highest form of art.
Oh, man. I don't know.
But yeah. Fuck, man. So that book fucked me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the name of it again?
How
How the World Works?
the
is it?
world works, yeah. It's a compilation of his talks,
Oh, cool.
so it makes it like easier for idiots like me to understand.
Got it.
Yeah,
Got
so
it, got it,
he's pretty much puts it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the books, it's like you gotta like get through some wordy shit.
Yeah.
But this is like dumbed down so where anyone can be like, "Oh, we're assholes," instead of like, "Oh, I see that we're assholes."
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
"Oh, we be dicks," you know.
I get it. Yeah. That's how I felt when I was reading.
It feels more conversational, that's for sure.
That's cool, man. Because it took me like a year to read like volume 1 of Capital.
Yeah, man.
Like, it was just because it's so fucking heavy and like it's like that's a scholar fucking book. And I don't know. I'm not a fucking economist. I don't know these fucking terms. So I spend most of the time fucking looking shit up. Yeah, it's just so I can fucking understand it. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay.
That's
cool.
how I felt while I was going through all the fucking Karl Marx shit and in class, because that was literally what I was going through in class.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, yeah, well, figure it out, Kevin. It's like, well, fuck, man. None of this shit means anything to me because I'm not a fucking whatever century dude talking about economics, and that's really my basis in political thought is economics. So I don't have an economics background. I don't know how to add.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, well, clearly the market states it. Oh God. Market. Like, that's where I started.
Start Googling. What is a market?
Market, huh? This nigga buying rice.
You mean like the pulga? Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much where I started, and then I was like, okay, I get it now. Yeah. I finally get it.
I understand we're fucked, huh?
Yeah, it's funny because it always seems to happen that way, that you start off in one specialty and you end up in another because of what you thought about what you were doing before.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Noam Chomsky's a linguist.
Yeah.
And he just ended up doing all this political shit on the side.
Right.
And Karl Marx was an economist, and he just ended up inventing communism.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, he wasn't. I think he was a philosopher.
Yeah.
And then. Because I was reading about his history, and he was like a philosopher, and then he was like, he would hang out with like he was upper middle class, you know, and he would just hang out with like hookers and like fucking drunks and shit, and like the underbelly.
Yeah.
And he was all like,
Jesus. That's what Jesus did.
So he would hang out, and he was like, oh man, your life sucks, bro.
Yeah.
So like that's how it all started. Like he was like hanging out with real people and shit, and it was like, oh, this isn't good.
Yeah.
Some shit's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's basically his entire thing. It's like, if we keep doing this,
they're gonna fight back.
They're gonna fucking kill you, bro. That's his entire analysis, basically.
Yeah. It's like when I was a kid, like my sister kept beating my ass, and they kept telling her like, eventually he's gonna get bigger.
Yeah.
And she was like, nah, he'll stay little forever.
Yeah.
And now I'm huge. Moral of the story.
Yes. Kevin as an allegory for the proletariat.
Yep. The fat, slimy proletariat rolls around, throwing his weight around.
Shit. Yeah. Oh, man.
If you don't watch it, I might just work until I die.
Yeah. That's how I feel about like fucking like this whole gig economy bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, sweet. Grubhub. Now you can work forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I was a part of that for a second there.
But the thing is, I was reading about like there's somebody who's talking about it and made a good point. Like the reason why these things are so successful is because they push on all the risks are put on like you as the person doing it, because your car breaks down.
Yeah, it's my fault.
You're fucked.
Yeah,
like,
and also I'm not an employee.
Right. Yeah.
And I work for the one where you were an employee.
Okay.
And they sent me an email like the day after I left, and he was like, "Hey, guess what? We're making some exciting changes." And it was like, "You're now a contractor." And I was like, whoa, that's shitty. I'm glad I don't work there anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, what do you think? How do people think that everyone can afford personal assistance? Because that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Right? Like a driver, a personal assistant and shit. Like, we can all afford one now.
Yeah.
No, what's going to happen? It's all the margins go on to the people working.
Yeah.
Somebody had done the math on like mileage and depreciation of cars versus the pay.
It's awful.
It's like terrible.
Yeah.
It's like fucking terrible. Like you're getting fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Basically. But yeah, man, I don't know. Fuck that place. Fuck those people. It's I don't know, man. We should do what the French did. Yeah. Just bust out the guillotines.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Start killing fucking people.
I saw a funny thing that my friend posted. It said guillotine 2020, and it just had it coming down, and I was like, that's about right.
Oh, fucking Chris Matthews, man. Hardball Chris Matthews.
Yeah.
He had like a meltdown on TV.
Oh, awesome.
He was all like, I don't know, socialism. I mean, all these people talking about social. I remember the Red Scare. And I mean, if Bernie has his way, they're going to round people up in Central Park and kill them. I might be included in that, like on national on TV. He's like, they're coming after me.
It's me, folks. Worry about me.
Oh shit, man!
I wouldn't say anything if it was you, but it's me.
There's another golden moment with fucking Chris Matthews. He was interviewing the cat Faz. He's the campaign manager for Bernie Sanders. And he's all like, Chris Matthews is like, what's going on with you guys attacking Pete Buttigieg? Does it have something to do with the fact that he's coming up in the polls? Huh? Is that it? Is that what you're doing? And then the guy is like, yeah. Like,
yeah, it's clearly why.
It's a campaign, dude. Like, what do you... Yeah. Like, is it basically, why is Bernie trying to win this thing? What's going on here?
Quit it.
Yeah.
Could you quit it? Could you stop?
Oh, man.
What would it take for you guys to give up?
Yeah, exactly.
Could you just explain on the camera real slowly?
Yeah.
For everyone listening, what it would take for you to give up?
Yeah. Can you tell us how we can make you
Hold on,
stop?
let me get my pen.
Yeah. I need to know how to stop this.
Could you just
tell us how we make you stop?
Actual equality? How do you spell that?
The fuck is this guy talking about? Equality. What a fucking child over here.
Yeah, what are you, crazy?
Naive piece of shit.
Listen, giant baby. That's not how it works.
Exactly. I don't know, man. Bernie might get got, probably.
Yeah, probably. Who are we kidding?
Yeah. There's no way.
No.
I mean, it's difficult. Like, he has to win 50%. Okay, so, you know what? Fuck this wonkery. I'm done. Have you watched any interesting movies lately, Kevin?
No, I haven't.
Do you want to bring back Scumbags?
We should bring back Scumbags of the Week.
Yeah, I say
and we should have multiple scumbags.
Yeah.
And one should be Chasten or whatever the fuck his name is.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a bunch of different Scumbags of the Week. We're gonna get an app that's gonna rank them.
Hold on. You know what I just realized? If you smash Charlton Heston's name together, it's Chasten.
That is Chasten.
Maybe that's where they got the idea. Silent Green is people. Who was that guy? Smash his name together. Chasten. Sounds
focus group through the roof. Chasten's the
rough.
most.
Sounds tough and manly.
Chasten.
But also sensitive and able to be put in its ass.
Yeah. He'll do good pillow talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He'll really show you what's what in the bedroom.
Yeah. That's not even a good porn name for a gay guy. For like a gay porn guy. You know what I mean? Jesus fucking Christ, Chasten. Fucking goddamn it.
What's your gay porn name? Butt plug.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking the Ripper or something. You know what I mean? El Vergon. Something, dude.
The Jipper. You just don't let people get anything.
Gloria Stefan.
Gloria Stefan. Wow. Oh, speaking of which, did you hear the outrage over the fucking Super Bowl halftime?
Oh, that was
Spoke too much goddamn Spanish.
Yeah.
I don't understand that shit.
Yeah, it was good stuff. It was good stuff. That was funny. There was. Did I show you guys the one where, or did you guys show that? The guy that's suing or trying to sue the NFL because he's afraid that he might not get into heaven.
That. Yeah.
Because he watched fucking Shakira shake that delicious booty on.
How's he gonna fucking prove that he won't get into heaven? I mean, I guess you can prove it because it isn't real, right? But no, but how's he gonna prove it? Because he thinks it is.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know what the funny thing is? But this is how I thought.
How do you equate God's judgment to money?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Well, now I gotta be a scumbag,
right?
So I'm gonna live it up and fuck children. Takes a lot of money to do that. Look at Epstein.
Epstein make you a lot of money too.
Yeah,
you gotta spend money to fuck kids now.
Yeah, you gotta fuck kids to make money. It's a trifecta there.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
That's gross.
Fucking.
Anyway, your own island.
Oh man, yeah.
You know what we should do? You know what I was listening to that actually gave me a great idea?
What?
I was listening to last podcast. They were talking about, this is an older episode, but they were talking about Jim Jones, right?
Jim Jones?
Jim Jones.
Kool-Aid?
So I got this idea, see.
All right, we're going to kill
We go down to Guyana.
Oh, boy.
And make our own fucking city where we're in charge. We'll call it Kev World. Feet serve.
Yeah, there you go. Feet serve. And then what happens? Or what do we do?
We just be socialists like Jim Jones, and eventually we'll kill each other.
Just kill each other.
Eventually. It doesn't have to be right away.
Right away. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, I'm down.
Yeah, right?
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
We need to get like a plot of land somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll change my name.
What would you call yourself?
Kev Cones.
Kev Cones. All right. I'll just keep serve.
Kev Cones, feet serve.
Yeah. It's easy. It's easier that way.
Man, you know what's terrifying? Like, I think about it a lot, but sometimes it really gets to me. Like, I have all this pride, about being brown and our history and culture.
Right.
And then I look at my name, and it's like my grandma was like, what's the whitest thing I could do to this child?
That's right. Scott, right?
Yep.
Fucking bitch.
No, my grandma's a sweetheart. She was
No, I'm not calling her.
She was trying
I'm calling
to make
you. I'm calling you a bitch for having
okay.
a white ass name.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. I'm supposed to blend in when I marry a white girl.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll take your last name to be more privileged, please.
Yeah, Kevin Scott
Jones.
Yeah, or like I don't know,
Kevin Scott
Mahoney or something.
Yeah, Kevin Scott.
And then
Quotations Jim Jones.
And I'm gonna laugh at you because I'm gonna be like, it says mojones.
It's pronounced Majones.
Yeah,
like Patrick Mahomes. Oh, I made a really stupid joke. What does Patrick Mahomes yell when his subdivision goes up in flames? Mahomes. Yeah,
I got it.
That's right. That's what you get.
Oof. I guess I deserved that for that first 40
yes,
minutes.
40 minutes. Yeah, I had to put up with that. I had to think about the stupid Mahomes joke in my head 40 fucking minutes while you're going off on a goddamn tangent about some stupid asshole who's Jewish and wants to be president, and you know the gay guy's going to win. You know gays beat Jews in the who feels worse characteristic thing.
Is that how it goes?
That's how it goes. Like, who do you feel worse for? Some dude that gets pounded in the ass every night?
Boy.
Or some dude that something happened to his grandma once?
Oh, man, I think you just won up my insensitiveness. Like, you crushed it, man. Way to go.
Oh, shit. Anyway,
so
we both did that political chart thing. You're slightly less awful than me, I guess.
No. I'm just less. No, I'm just ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, it's a pipe dream.
Yeah.
No, but
mine was only one tick higher.
Yeah, it was only one tick higher.
That made me
and
laugh.
it's just like, yeah, I'm like when I took it, it was like, oh, you're here, like, you're down in the fucking far left bottom, which is weird because you could simultaneously be a libertarian and also be like a fucking socialist.
Yeah,
I think Noam Chomsky calls it a anarcho-syndicalist.
Yeah,
which is kind of what they did in Spain. I don't know, like for a little bit in Catalonia, they were syndicalists for a little while, and they were kicking ass. Provided free healthcare, university, and everything, and then the Spanish were like, "Nah, you can't do that."
Yeah, stop it.
Yeah, cut it out.
You're making us look bad.
Yeah.
Hey, dickhead, you're fucking our shit up.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody else thinks that's a good idea, so we're just gonna stomp you out.
Exactly. We can't let you be successful in this.
No, impossible.
Which is literally what we do in Latin America. That's basically
like
all.
That's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing.
Like,
anytime
if one of you succeeds, we're fucked.
Yes.
So we're gonna just put our boot on your throat.
Yeah.
And then put this guy in charge. He's going to put his boot on your throat so we can take our boot off and put it somewhere else.
And then we can just like be like, oh, man, that guy's terrible, right?
Yeah. What a piece of shit. Who put that guy? I mean,
whoa. That guy's throwing people out of helicopters?
Yeah.
Whoa.
He, guess what? He tricked us into thinking he was a cool guy. Turns out he's not a cool guy at all.
Yeah. Somebody should do something about that.
Yeah, let's put our boot in his ass. Kick him out.
You know what's really funny?
You
about
mean the next guy was worse?
Yeah, pretty much. That's the whole like past like 80 years.
Duped.
That's like the past like 50, 60 years in Latin America.
Yeah,
man.
that's pretty much it.
Poor fucking. I feel bad for those people.
Yeah.
That's why I'm all like, let them in, man.
Yeah.
That's the least we could do.
Yeah.
That's the least we can do after absolutely destroying their fucking economies and countries and shit. Oh, man.
Yeah, the whole Bechtel thing still pisses me off.
Did you ever read about the banana wars?
No.
It's fucking funny, dude. So this is actually Chiquita Banana.
Uh-huh.
So the workers were trying to unionize.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
The U.S. was just like, we'll send you some money. And they bought a bunch of guns and just started killing the workers. Just straight up, just start murdering people.
Yeah, they traded their bananas for banana clips.
And every time I get a banana, I'm like, man, it's fucking blood-soaked bananas. But they are 48 cents a pound, so
damn. Woo!
It's disgusting.
Get you a bundle. Just throw bunches at the, oh man, imagine if they just threw bananas on their corpses. This is what you fought
they
for.
covered them in the
buried
banana
them
husk.
with bananas.
Jesus Christ. It's grotesque.
That's bad. Hey, you know those spiders live in those banana bunches, right? Those brown recluse?
Yeah, those fucking deadly ass fucking
Watch
spiders.
out, guys who work at the bananas, for that and your boss with the gun.
Yeah, exactly. Watch out for the spiders and also your boss with the gun. Yeah. Because they will kill you.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, you think you should wrap up?
Yeah.
I think it's been a depressing episode.
Fucking sad ass episode.
Yep.
Dude.
Anyway, if y'all want to send us an email, I don't even remember the email address.
I think it was 15 minutes
MIN, right? Or was it-
MIN.
Yeah. 15 MIN from poverty
poverty.
at gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Send us some uplifting emails because we're clearly depressed.
I'm fucking sad as shit right now.
Yeah.
Guys, seriously, super sad.
Yeah. Real life does that to you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to go play some video games.
Yeah. Have you played any good ones?
I've been playing this League of Legends.
Oh.
It's pretty good. But they have this auto chess version of it that's been like captured my soul for like 2 weeks. You basically set up your board with these, characters, and they have specific qualities and shit, and they all fight automatically.
Mm-hmm.
So you're basically a head coach.
Oh, cool.
And you have a little team.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
It's PC?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
But it's called auto chess, so there's a bunch of different ones, but it's
Is
just
it
this
free?
one's the League of Legends one. Yeah, it's free.
Oh, dope.
Maybe we'll check it out. I'll show it to you.
Cool.
All right, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was it. Tuesday, New Hampshire. If you live in New Hampshire and you're listening to this podcast,
You better fucking vote for Bernie, you piece of shit.
Yeah, if you're Elizabeth Warren supporter and you think that she can win this thing,
You're an idiot.
you're a fucking moron. Vote for Bernie Sanders.
Vote for Bernie
Don't waste
Sanders.
your fucking... Or if you're an Andrew Yang supporter, man, I
Come
feel
on,
love
bro.
for him.
Look,
I feel love for Andrew Yang.
We
but
get it.
You're at 0.1%, dude. You're going to lose.
It's over.
Don't waste your fucking vote, you dickhead. Anyways.
Let's burn these fucking Republicans.
Yeah.
BERN.
And
All right.
also burn the Democrats.
Yeah.
As well.
Both. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
All right. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.
Go fuck yourselves.